I want to follow in the footsteps of Usain Bolt.
Well, will you look at that? Another athlete is running towards Usain Bolt's legacy in the sport. While Noah Lyles' goal of breaking Bolt's world records is no secret to anyone at all, and it seems that he is getting closer and closer to achieving this, he might just find Letsile Tebogo a strong competitor. The 20-year-old Botswana sprinter has been making rounds on the internet with his amazing performances. So far in his career, Letsile Tebogo is already a one-time World Championship silver medalist, one-time World Championship bronze medalist, one-time African champion, two-time World U20 champion, two-time World U20 Championship silver medalist, one-time Diamond League meeting winner, and one-time 200-meter African record holder. At 19, he broke the U20 100-meter world record for the third time. Amazing, right? Just like everybody else, he too is chasing greatness in the sport. And in the world of track and field, the pursuit of greatness often means following in the footsteps of legends. For Tebogo, a rising star in sprinting, that legend is none other than Usain Bolt. However, his ambitions extend beyond merely being like Bolt. More than just being like the fastest sprinter of all time, he aims to achieve greater things, like setting his sights on breaking the 200-meter record, believing he has a better chance than many before him. And as you know, American sprinter Noah Lyles dreams the same thing. Lyles, a prominent figure in the world of sprinting, has often been compared to Usain Bolt due to his impressive speed. He sees Bolt not just as a benchmark but as a source of motivation to reach new heights. Ultimately, Lyles' thoughts on becoming the next Usain Bolt reflect a respect for the sport's history. Now, after Noah Lyles, Letsile Tebogo also shared his thoughts on chasing Bolt's legacy. We have a better chance in the 200, I want to believe. Like Lyles, Tebogo is one of those athletes closest to Bolt's records. The 20-year-old explained the reason behind his decision, where he talked about the legend's statement. Addressing his decision, he said, Usain Bolt himself said in an interview that the 200-meter record might be the easier of the two, and I concur. Although Lyles is expected to be the favorite in both the 200 meters and possibly the 100 meters at the upcoming Paris Olympics, recent remarkable performances by Tebogo seem to challenge Noah's records with every step closer to the Olympics. As for the 400 meters, Tebogo recently ran his personal best with a time of 44.30 seconds. For now, I'm just going to focus on 100 meter and 200 meter, and then later is when I will try and convert to the 400 meter. All of this started with, wait for it, football. At the age of 6, he was already a well-rounded footballer and sprinter. But after injuries hampered his football career, he opted to focus solely on track. I used to run past people and won medals. I also played football. Every time though I went to play football, I was being benched. He explained his other motivation to focus on track instead of football. He further shared that made him frustrated, which then prompted his decision to go back to athletics, especially since he saw that he was able to put food on the table for his family from that. For context, his mother, Sarah Tiwa, was a single mother who struggled to raise him and his younger brother. According to Sarah Tiwa, Letsile's hyperactivity as a child made it challenging to pinpoint his true talents because he dabbled in several activities with an accent on football. His hyperactivity made it hard to tell what he was good at, Sarah Tiwa admitted. He gave anything that kept him occupied a shot. He was mostly interested in football, but because of his hyperactivity, didn't like being put on the bench. Hence, he resorted to athletics where he could channel his boundless energy into sprinting. Letsile's potential in athletics surfaced as he grew. Sarah Tiwa said that every time Letsile entered school sports, in practice or in competitions, he would emerge first. This paid off years later in 2016 when he got a call-up to partake in the Confederation of School Sports Associations of Southern Africa Championships athletic competition in Namibia. He was part of the Botswana Primary School Sports Association team. It is always difficult to tell if an athlete is going to turn out good when they're still growing. But with Letsile, I could tell there was a star there. Max Ndolo, a BOPSA coach at the time, said, he was an influential member of our 4x100 meter relay team that went on to win a silver medal. He won a bronze in the 200 meter. Another coach, Chilume Nswarang, who was mainly tasked with coaching the junior athletics national team, had his own impressions of the first time that he saw Letsile on the track. Letsile was in the Bopsa team and I was with the Bisa team. I could tell he was a talented lad even then because I saw the antelope in him. Over the years, Tebogo has proven that he is indeed a talented athlete. In fact, he is the youngest ever victor of the prestigious 2022 African Championship in the 200-meter event, which made him a beacon of inspiration for athletes both on and off the track. Well, not entirely because of that alone. It's also because he placed second in the 100-meter and third in the 200-meter at the 2023 World Championships. Notably, Letsile is the first ever African sprinter to win a medal in that event. Propelled by his love for running and forward-driven mindset, Botswana's rising star has what it takes to make his mark in the history of athletics. In fact, in mid-February, he had established the world record in the 300-meter. He dominated the race, blasting from the blocks to create a clear lead by the bend. From there, he continued to cruise, increasing his advantage even further down the home straight and ended up clocking a sensational 30.69 seconds at the Simbine Kuro Classic shootout in Pretoria. This mark was 0.12 below the previous world record of Wade van Niekerk in Ostrava in 2017. Prior to that, the world best stood to Michael Johnson with the 30.85 he clocked in 2000, also in Pretoria. The fourth athlete to have dipped under 31 seconds for the discipline is Usain Bolt with the 30.97 he ran in 2010. Then, at the ASA Grand Prix held in Pretoria in March, he set a new personal best time in the 400-meter. He finished the race in 44.29. Following this time, the 20-year-old sprinter managed to shave off seconds from his previous personal best time of 44.75. The 300-meter world record holder was followed by under-20 world champion Anthony Pasella, who finished the race in 45.93. Tumos Tatago van Wyk secured the third position by reaching the finish line in 46.05. In a tweet after the race, the Botswana sprinter noted, "Great things never come from comfort zone." A few days later, he once again stole the spotlight at the ASA Athletics Grand Prix WACT Challenger with a blazing performance, clocking a world-leading time of 19.94 in the 200-meter. The double world medalist left South Africa's Akani Simbine trailing behind in second place with a time of 20.32. What's more, Tebogo set a season-best time over the distance as well as became the first athlete to run the 200-meter under 20 seconds this season. That's not all. He also holds the season best times in the 300 and 400 meters. So, where does he go from here? I don't have any goals for the Olympics because I haven't thought about what will happen. Tebogo told Newsday on the BBC World Service, "I need to sit down and see, and then set the goals. I will then announce my goals if I feel like it." Part of the reason for Tebogo's reticence is the fact that he is representing a country that has only won 2 medals since it first competed in the Olympics in 1980, with neither of them gold.
It really shows that in the future we are really going on the right track for the right reasons.
Now, the question that begs an answer is, will he end up competing in Paris? And will we be seeing this athlete there too? Watch this to find out.